We are remembering the life of civil rights icon John Lewis. His final words to America, which were posthumously published, called upon the next generation to carry the mantle of social justice activism. Our chief national correspondent, Byron Pitts, looks back at how that legacy is carrying on.
Today would have been John Lewis's 81st birthday. A sharecropper's son who became a soldier for justice, who became the soul of Congress until his death 7 months ago.
I got in trouble, good trouble, necessary trouble.
Congressman Lewis packed a whole lot of life in 80-plus years. A wise warrior whose weapons of choice were faith and prayer, optimism and grit.
You still come here often?
Oh, yes, sir.
We spoke many times over the years. Once on the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. In 1963, he was a young man.
We do not want our freedom gradually, but we want to be free now.
In 2013, he was still young in spirit.
I stood right here 50 years ago on this very spot with the other speakers, and it's always given me a sense of belonging to come here, because this spot is almost sacred.
Lewis was, of course, a protege of Martin Luther King Jr. He also subscribed to the philosophy of American educator and orator Booker T. Washington. It was Washington who said, "Plant your bucket where you stand." In other words, do your best, make your impact, whatever your gifts, wherever you stand in America. Lewis believed that of himself, of all of us.
The dream is still in the process of becoming a reality. It's not there yet, but we're on our way, and there will be no turning back.
You smile when you...
Because I believe it. It's part of the DNA of the American psyche.
That DNA lived in Lewis and perhaps in all of us, those who choose to get in the way, plant their buckets where they stand. From athletes to activists, from those who show heroism to humility. From fellow George and Stacey Abrams, who lost her governor's race in 2018, but 2 years later, registered a record number of Georgians to vote in 2020.
The norms and notions of what just isn't always just is.
To 22-year-old poet Amanda Gorman, who touched the nation at this year's inauguration.
There is always light if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.
She was a year younger than Lewis when he stirred souls in 1963.
It is very simple when you see something that is not right, something that is not fair, something that is not just. You have a moral obligation to say something, to do something. You cannot be quiet.
John Lewis knew success and setback because he believed so deeply in America, fought so courageously. We have no excuse to do any less, wherever we stand. For this week, I'm Byron Pitts in New York.
I miss him, we all miss him, but John Lewis's legacy certainly lives on. Our thanks to my friend Byron for that.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.